Xue is here. Miss Xue bravely sacrificed herself. My condolences, Miss Hanya.
Condolences? Well, that's unnecessary. You misunderstand. Thanks to the Ten Lords' blessing, my sister turned into an Ingenium centuries ago. Dying and returning as just a soul to the Hall of Karma's document office has become a routine for her. While I'm not keen on seeing her throw away her body like it's some replaceable part, but... By the way, have you seen bodies that might be the Yaoqing messengers? One of them is a Foxian wearing exquisite clothes, and the other wears a dark cloak, like a fugitive.
No. I haven't found any Foxian bodies. Only Borisin ones.
So, the intruders and Hule are holding the Yaoqing messengers hostage. This is the worst situation. With hostages in their grasp, the prison guards can't do anything about the prisoners. If anything happens to the messengers, the relationship between the Yaoqing and the Luofu could be irreversibly damaged. We must rescue the messengers, get out of here, and spread the news. We mustn't give up as long as there's a glimmer of hope.
What have you found, Miss Hanya?
Reconstruct.
It's my sister. Looks like her soul hasn't returned to the Hall of Karma yet. At such a critical moment, her death can give us information that we can turn into an advantage. Let me see. The damage isn't too bad. If I can fix it up, my sister will have a temporary body. Back, sister. I don't know what kind of expression I should have at a time like this. Happy? Tears of joy? Forget it. I'm used to you coming back in all sorts of forms.
Now is not the time for jokes. This side crane can't hold all of me.
Sister, what did you see when you were killed?
One of the Yaoqing messengers escaped, and the other one was taken hostage and brought upwards?
Besides the Borisin, there were other intruders. Invisible.
Invisible intruders? What does that even mean? How many conspiracies are tangled up in this mess? Do me a favor, sister. The intruders have cut off all communication between inside and outside the prison. And now you're the only person, the only bird, who can slip out undetected. Make sure you deliver the news to the outside world.
I understand. Please be careful, sister. You are different from me.
Time is running out, Miss Hanya. If we keep delaying, those Borisin will escape from the prison.
All right. If we happen to come across that Yaoqing messenger who got away... No. Stopping Hule should probably be our top priority.
Wait! Something feels off. Something's approaching us.
The invisible intruders?
Watch your back!
These abominations aren't prisoners from this prison.
Time for a fun.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I'll see you off.
Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion.
You took the bait.
You chose the... The prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning.
It's not the end.
Who are you?
Aren't you looking for me?
The dead return!
Time for a fun.
Again.
Bloom. Repay.
Destiny for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Let's settle this.
I'm on guard. Hit! Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Time for a fun.
That's half the work. On the still waters of oblivion.
Lance at the ready.
Time for a fun.
Free will, or was it destiny for oblivion?
I'll see you off.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Just focus on the fight.
How familiar.
Merciful Medicus.
Time for a fun.
On the still waters of oblivion.
You chose the wrong end.
The dead return!
Again.
Sacred of the Saints.
Not as much. Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Bad news.
Receive divinity.
Good as new.
Repay.
More enemies. Time for a fun.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. That's half the work. Destiny for oblivion.
I'm on guard.
Can I have fun this time?
Again.
A miracle.
Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion.
This combat... This is double speed.
I'll see you off.
Lance at the ready.
Time for a buzz.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
More enemies.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Time for a buzz.
That's half the work.
You chose the wrong end. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
Another blood debt repaid.
It's your call. What kind of dance do you want? Make a wish.
Let's wait.
Will of preservation!
Storm's on the floor.
Repay.
Memories are ever changing. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
An elusive foretelling. Ill fate descends.
I'll see you off.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
It's time. I'm okay.
Again.
Destiny isn't chosen. Ill tidings manifest. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Free will, or was it on the still waters of oblivion?
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
It's time.
What do you want? Ill fate descends.
Destined for oblivion.
Destiny isn't. Ill tidings manifest.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Another journey begins. On the still waters of oblivion.
Ill fate descends. Memories are ever changing. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss. tidings manifest.
Let's settle this.
Free will, or was it destined for oblivion? I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. This is what exploring the cosmos is all about.
The prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning. I prefer to be called the Yaoqing messenger who strategically retreated. At least 2 different groups of intruders infiltrated here. The wolf cubs and these Mara-struck soldiers. Their hiding technique, it's pretty similar to the wind mantle technique used by the Vidyadhara serving Kailorum Venti on the Yaoqing. What do you think? Well, never mind if you don't have any clues. Now is not the time to exchange assassination techniques. I'm Waza. My friend fell into the clutches of that wolf. I was planning to escape and report back as quickly as possible. But now it seems... the prison on the Lawfu is a real maze, I must admit.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Moza. We'll do our best to ensure your friend's safety.
No. You can do nothing for him now. And you shouldn't be focusing on his safety at the moment.
Your friend is in Hulei's clutches and you're just going to leave him behind?
Look, I'm the Yaoqing General's guard, not his. I've seen how that giant wolf fights, and there's no way. Trying to save my friend will only get us killed. I don't know how you think, but I won't throw my life away for a lost cause. Listen up. I've been tracking these fugitives, and I know their next move. They're planning to seal off the entire prison to keep the outside world in the dark. The worst-case scenario, we are all killed by that giant wolf, and the shackling prison is sealed off. No one will know about us or about their escape until it's too late. And the best-case scenario... looks like we've got some clever minds here after all. The best-case scenario would be we seal the gates and trap the enemy inside with us. We can't let that monstrous wolf escape. Hopefully, someone will eventually notice that something is off and come to help. As for whether we'll still be alive by then, it's not something we should think about.
You sure have a way of comforting people, Mr. Morza.
As a person of the Yaoqing, I've always searched for something meaningful to give my life to.
I have to make it out alive. My companions are waiting for me.
As a netherworld dweller, I've already died once.
Don't worry. Even if we end up dying here, I won't let it happen to you first.
Well, you're just as good at comforting people as Mr. Morza. None of you are part of the Ten Lords' commission, so sacrificing yourselves isn't the right move. As a judge, it's my responsibility to guard this prison, and if someone should step up to stop Hulei from escaping, it should be me, not you. Once we reach the gate, I hope you'll help me seal it. After that, I'll do everything I can to fight the Borisin, and you find a safe place to hide and wait for reinforcements. Now, let's proceed upward.
Stream forth! Stream forth. Gleam both blades. Stream forth. Gleam both blades. Stream forth. The gleam of old blades.
We must seal the entrance before the Borisan fugitives get out. The prison wardens and mechanisms won't be able to hold them for long. Follow me. We're almost there. The gate is just ahead.
The fugitives are charging at the gate. Please be careful, Your Honor.
I will hold them back. Don't let Hule escape.
Not a scratch.
An elusive foretell. Ill fate descends!
You chose the wrong enemy.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Eternal step.
Dead return!
Free will, or was it fate on the still waters of oblivion?
Time matters. Ill tidings manifest.
Let's settle this.
Destined for oblivion.
Memories are beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Another blood debt repaid. Stream forth, gleam gold blades.
This brings back such familiar memories. Memories of chasing, gnawing, and tearing. Oh, they're back. They're back. They've all come back.
My lord, we're just one step away from freedom. As we pass through the gate, no one will be able to stop us.
So this hostage is useless now. Kill him, Moktok.
He's getting away. Do something, Jiao Cho. It's just like the old days, you useless loser. Just do something!
Maybe this Yao Qing messenger can strike a deal in exchange for his life. He can use his status to help us escape from the Xianzhou. What do you think, Mr. Jiao Zhou?
Oh, just look at you. Fallen so low during my absence. You're even negotiating with livestock. As far as I recall, no one from the Yao Qing would ever consider a deal with Duran's offspring.
I've got to make this beast stay here. Whether it's for the sake of Fei Shao or the Yao Qing. Deal. I certainly have more value alive. My identity, my knowledge of the Xianzhou, and my understanding of many things that your minions have no knowledge of. They'll all be valuable.
Lowly beast. Muster up that pitiful tongue of yours and plead for what remains of your life. Speak up.
I'm afraid you're unaware. The woman who defeated you, Jing Liu, she has recently returned to the Luofu. Your opportunity for revenge is right in front of you.
My lord, this slave is talking nonsense. I've never heard anything about this. May I just kill him now?
Silence, Moktok. And you, slave. From now on, you'll stay by my side. You'll only speak and move when I allow you to. Otherwise, I'll dismember you from head to tail, inch by inch. Got it?
But my lord...
We must stay here for some time, Moktok. Fear not. Because once I step out of the prison, it's the people of the Xianzhou who should tremble in fear. I'll show them what true calamity means. Now, Duran's whelps, follow me!
Prison guards! Stop them! For our great Lord Hulai! Prisoners must remain in place and obey the door. Those who fail to comply will face severe punishment, serving as an example to others.
Report! After we lost contact with the Shackling prison, we received a message from a Psycrane. The prisoners have revolted, and the criminal Hulai is nowhere to be found!
What about the Yaoqing messengers? And the Nameless?
No news at the moment. We're trying to restore contact with the Shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. You're dismissed. General Jing Yuan, General Hua Yan. It's just as we suspected. The rise of the Ambrosial Arbor was not the end of things, but the beginning. The hand of the Ruined Legion has already sown the seeds of destruction. From this moment on, the Xianzhou Alliance will face an even greater challenge, from both the abominations of abundance and the destruction itself. If this is what they want, I'm always up for a challenge. As the Marshal Special Envoy, I'll dispatch the Lawfu Cloud Knights to pursue Hulai myself.
Looks like the hidden dregs have finally come to the surface. And as I said before, it's time to wash them away, once and for all.
Haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
Taspir, cake.
How time flies.
This place is so warm.
Then the dragon turns red.
All right. Now that you're in position, Miss March, let's get this lesson started.
I'm not good at acting all master-like. Since Grandpa asked me to teach you swordplay, I won't hold back any secrets.
Oh, thank you so much, Masters. Oh, wait. Does this mean our training is only officially starting right now?
After all, we need to watch you practice for a few days before we can figure out how talented you are, right?
So, how'd I do, Master?
You're definitely talented, Miss March.
Hey, here you are. Did you hear that? These two masters just called me a swordplay genius. Oh, just wait until I go back. Everyone's going to be so wowed by my new skills.
Swordplay requires rigorous training. Before we start, Miss March, you need to find a clear reason to keep you motivated while you train. It doesn't have to be something huge, but it needs to be clear.
In other words, even though you didn't exactly choose to be our apprentice, you still need to take the initiative during this learning process.
I once had the honor of learning swordplay from a master. She asked me why I started training at such a young age, why I wielded a sword. So, for our first lesson, I'd like to ask you the same question. Miss March, why do you wield your sword?
Why do I wield my sword? I wield my sword to take down my enemies. I mean, what other reason is there?
I also questioned that sword master about why she uses her sword when she said, to vanquish my enemies, nothing more. Miss March, you gave a similar response, which shows you've got potential.
The best way to take down your enemy is with a blaster gun. I heard a hero say something like that in an immersia. He also mentioned that sword training can push a person's physical abilities to their ultimate limit.
Seems like you've seen your fair share of immersion, Miss March. But if you want my opinion, if your goal is self-improvement, you'll feel just as accomplished even if you put down the sword and go back to your bow.
Oh, come on. Don't listen to his empty talk.
Oh, now I'm curious to hear what Master Yun Li has to say.
Let me ask you something, March. Do you have any specific goals for learning swordplay? Like achieving a certain ranking in the war dance, or maybe you want to defeat someone, like Yan Qing, or me.
Who do I want to defeat? Him? Dan Heng? Himeko? Or Mr. Yang?
If you can't think of anyone specific, why not set a simpler goal? Like, how many opponents do you want to defeat at once with a sword?
I'll fight 10!
10?
Oops, that just slipped out. It's actually another line from an immersia. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think I figured out what's motivated March to learn swordplay.
Could it possibly be immersia about swordmasters?
Hey, now that you mention it, that actually makes sense. I'm super interested in Xianzhou immersia and novels. Even though I use a bow, almost all the great heroes in those immersia use swords. So I want to be a swordmaster too.
See?
You agree, right? I mean, who wouldn't want to be a swordmaster?
Becoming a swordmaster who fights for justice and battles evil? Well, that's definitely a good reason to keep you motivated in swordplay training.
Now that you've both given your approval, I have another small request. I want to perform a tea ceremony to honor you as my masters.
Tea ceremony?
Now that you've both given your approval, I have another small request. I want to perform a tea ceremony to honor you as my masters. Remember, you'll need to tap the table a few times with your fingers.
Tap the table? Do we have to be so serious about accepting an apprentice for the first time?
Please? That's how those heroes in the Immersia show their respect.
Play along?
Let's just stop wasting time. Just treat us to some milk tea. And then we can start our real swordplay training, okay?
Yeah! All right, let's go. To the Sleepless Earl.
Telling is such an outdated... Hey, this is not how it's supposed to be, right? The Xianzhou is known for its tea culture and hospitality, but you're not treating me like a guest at all. Seriously, am I not a guest?
Dear guest.
Stop! Don't call me a guest. You're not even treating me as one. I want my tea just right. Not too hot, not too cold, but the tea you served was either freezing or scalding. Is this how you treat your guest on the Xianzhou? How fantastic! Your tea tastes like slop, and you even have the nerve to charge me for it! Are you trying to scam honest folks? And that name, the Sleepless Earl, it's so hard to remember. How about we give you a new plaque that says, Xianzhou Slop? It suits this place better, don't you think?
Stop! You've gone too far.
Oh, who's that trying to be a hero?
It's me, March 7th. Cause more trouble and I'll show you who your mommy is. Wait, that sounded lame. Hey, say something for me. That's right! I'm the Sword Champion!
Never heard of you. Now scurry back to wherever you crawled out from.
Mr. Scott, I'm Yenching, a Cloud Knight Lieutenant. We've met before, and I suggest you stop causing trouble.
Trouble? Ha! I'm just giving some feedback as a regular customer. The tea here is terrible, and now the Cloud Knights want to stop me from complaining about it? At this rate, who would want to ever come here for tea in the future?
A regular customer? You?
Yeah, what else would I be? The Xianzhou's prisoner?
Anyway, if you're trying to bully this young lady, you'd better watch out for the weapon in my hand.
Huh? Oh, that really scares me. Come on, you're not seriously trying to take my life with that piece of scrap metal, are you?
Scrap metal? This is my sword! I'm here to learn Xianzhou swordplay.
Swordplay? Oh, I get it now. It's just another kind of play, right? That explains why you're dressed like you're in a show. You're not even from the Xianzhou, so why bother learning their swordplay? If you're feeling unsafe, I can sell you an IPC mech.
Ha! As if anyone wants your junkyard scrap mechs!
Oh, how marvelous! How about you show me then? Well, guess it's time to show these bumpkins something serious.
Just a reminder, IPC members, street fighting on the Xianzhou Lafu is prohibited.
Make any funny moves, and I'll smash that scrap metal.
Hey, relax. I know the rules. These are my subordinates. They got stuck here because of the transport ship incident, and they need to vent their frustration. In the end, it's all the Xianzhou's fault. Well, I could overlook the terrible tea, but now that you're questioning my security, I can't let it slide. After all, I have a courier business to run. And with so many clients watching, that just wouldn't look too good now, would it? Instead of wasting your life learning useless swordplay, why not invest in our civilian mechs? You'll have your master kneeling and begging for mercy in no time.
Stop! Don't you dare insult Xianzhou swordplay like that! If you have the guts, I'll show your mechs what I can do.
Huh? A fight, you say? Now that you've thrown down the gauntlet, March 7th, I feel I'm obliged to accept your challenge. Say whatever you want, but once you've seen what our mechs can do, you'll be practically begging us for them. Oh, come on! How could I say no to a bet? So, I can see you're no master yet, March, but I'll play fair. You go back and learn swordplay from your teachers here, and in 15 days, I'll come find you and challenge you with my mechs.
Only 15 days? All right. Fine.
And if you lose, you'll have to bark like a dog in public and shout, "Xianzhou swordplay is a total joke!" You'll stand at the entrance of our room alley and say it to everyone passing by. Oh, and if that's the case, just forget about your master and become my apprentice instead. I'll teach you how to pilot a mech.
And if I win?
I'll become your apprentice?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't like you.
Okay, how about this? If I lose, I'll squeal like a pig in public and say, IPC mechs are a total joke! And I'll even print that on every mech on the transport ship. Deal?
Squealing isn't enough. You also need to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl and take back what you said about Xianzhou swordplay.
Fine, I get it. But you've got to actually beat me with that little scrap of metal first. You all heard it, right? We'll meet again in 15 days. Let's go.
I'm still worried about the owner. Let's go check on her.
Those IPC guys just want to pick on an easy target so they can promote their scrap metal. So typical.
The Xianzhou and IPC signed a trade agreement, so those IPC people won't dare to cause any trouble. But, I mean, a bet like this is quite unexpected.
Are you okay?
Yes. Thank you all for your timely help. The shop facing a bit of flack from visitors is a minor issue, but Miss March's decisions to challenge him is serious. I feel responsible as if the shop has inconvenienced you.
Don't worry. I can't stand by and watch someone be bullied. I have to stand up against injustice, no matter what.
Not only do you speak like a hero from an Emersia, but you also have a kind heart. Your charisma has completely won me over, Miss March.
I'm not quite a hero. Yet.
I know you're here for the tea ceremony. Please, come inside.
Thanks for the invitation, but right now, I just want to focus on practicing swordplay. Masters, let's save the tea for later.
Sure, the tea can wait for now. However, I have a question, Miss March. How confident are you about the bet you just made?
Come on! How could I possibly lack confidence? You believe in me, right, Masters?
What do you think, Master Yanqing?
I think you already know the answer, Master Yunli.
I don't see any issue with it. Let March give it a shot. As long as she trains diligently, I believe she can easily deal with that hunk of IPC scrap metal.
As long as she trains diligently.
I'm now filled with determination, Masters. I'll learn swordplay well and teach that guy a lesson. You're my most trusted friend. You'll be my assistant teacher and make sure I learn swordplay properly. Hey, when have have I ever treated you poorly? Masters? Mr. Teaching Assistant? Let's go back and start the training now!
I'm planning on quitting my job.
That IPC guy will show up in 15 days. I've gotta become a sword master by then.
Becoming a sword master in a mere 15 days is quite challenging.
But we can't lose our momentum, Master Yun Li.
Momentum alone will only keep you going for about 3 days. If you really want to stick with it, you need a solid plan.
No worries. I've found my professional teaching assistant to help me organize the lessons, so there won't be any problems. Rest assured, Masters. If not in me, at least place your faith in him, my trusty sidekick.
Miss March is really passionate about learning swordplay, and now she has a clear goal in mind. That's a good thing for her. There are many ways to defeat villains, but if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. I hope you will always remember this, Miss March.
Got it. It's all etched into my memory.
Since you've got that in mind, it's time for me to set some targets for you.
Please, go ahead, Master Yun Li.
We'll have 3 exams during these 15 days. If you pass our tests, those pieces of IPC scrap won't stand a chance. But if you fail...
That would mean Yun Li is a terrible teacher. And if that's the case, I hope you won't force yourself to take on the challenge, Miss March.
Hey! You are the terrible teacher here.
I understand. In the Immersia, the disciple and the master share both honor and disgrace. If the apprentice fails, the master loses face too.
Well, there aren't that many customs on the Xianzhou. I'm just worried about you getting hurt.
But as long as you practice diligently and pass the tests, we'll feel confident about your duel. Now, let's go back to the first question I asked you. I'm sure you found a reason to wield your sword, right, Miss March?
Absolutely! I wield my sword to become a hero. I want to fight for justice, punish the wicked, and make them quiver in fear and run away when they see me.
Then keep that fire burning, and learn with all your heart.
You haven't said much, Mr. Teaching Assistant. Any suggestions before we officially start training? Exactly! I prefer the cool, calm, and ruthless way of doing things. That's my kind of style. That's enough chit-chat for now. Don't forget to keep an eye on my swordplay practice. What do you recommend? That's enough training for today. I need time to... Let's do this! I learned so much today! How should I go about this?
I'm not sure. Today, you'll face your first test. It's all about the basics.
Oh, I know! It's float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, right?
That's boxing? But close enough, I guess.
Grasping the basics is crucial to mastering swordplay, Miss March. Focus on wielding your sword properly, making your thrusts swift and strikes brisk.
And parries should be fluid and nimble. Got it!
See? Even March is getting bored of your rambling.
But I'm actually not bored at all.
Miss March is still a novice, so I'm giving her some tips on the basics to help her better understand them. Neglecting the basics will only make you vulnerable in a fight. Even for an extraordinary sword master like you, Yunli.
Just focus on your teaching. Why bring me into this?
What? Didn't General Huayan offer you any guidance?
Looks like your general hasn't told you to stop hopping around like a sparrow in a fight, huh?
Miss March has been learning the basics of swordplay. And now, it's time to put her knowledge to the test.
Unsheath your swords, and show me what you've got, March.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready. Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, Wasp, dead! Oh, I get it! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, Wasp, dead! Looks like I passed the test, right?
Yeah. Well done. You passed with flying colors.
Great! Hey, hurry up and congratulate me. I couldn't have done it without my masters and you, Mr. Teaching Assistant. So if I were to take on that IPC guy now, what would you say are my chances?
You already have a martial arts background and plenty of real combat experience. With swordplay guidance from me and Yun Li, if you were to challenge the IPC's security mechs now, I believe...
You wouldn't stand a chance.
Yun Li's... right.
No chance? Hey, are you trying to crush my confidence? I'm the kind of girl who performs better when I'm showered with praise, just so you know. Oh, come on. You're just talking nonsense to keep me motivated.
I thought teaching March was just something of a hobby. But now, actually seeing her progress gives me a sense of accomplishment.
Oh, really? So now you finally acknowledge her talent, Master Yun Li? Don't worry, Miss March. I've been serious about teaching you from the start.
Oh, don't try to cause a rift between us. Every move and technique I taught March is straight from the Juming art of swordplay.
15 days of training is short, Miss March. Whether you pass or fail this test, I hope you'll continue with the basics, because that's your best shot at winning. After every test, the General would take me to the Artisanship Commission for sword maintenance. Let's go, Miss March. Today, I'll follow the General's example as a way of acknowledging your progress.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
So, have you found any information about her?
Yeah, that girl is one of the nameless on the Astral Express. Oh, she's no pushover. Don't you think this bet's a bit too risky?
Yeah, it is. So what? Have you seen those big shots in the Strategic Investment Department? Do they ever make safe bets? She thinks she can fool me by flying under the radar? You there! Get me the most powerful mech we've got!
Understood. Checking the inventory now.
Now I'm curious to see what this 15-day crash course apprentice is really capable of.
Wonder what I'll run into today. should I go about this? I'll fight 10! That's enough training for today. What do you recommend? Great! I learned so much today!
Time for your second test. I'll be your examiner this time, and I'll be testing your ability to defeat enemies with unconventional moves. Grandpa always said that everything can be a sword, and that there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in this vast world. If you want to defeat your opponent, you'll need your own secret move.
Speaking of secret moves, I've prepared some flaming potent tea.
Huh? Is that the flaming potent tea from Arumali?
You got it! I saw this immersion where the hero drank the flaming potent tea and started stumbling and shaking all over the place. But then he managed to defeat his father's murderer with his drunken swordplay.
Good example. Do you know how to do the drunken swordplay?
No. I figured I could just learn it by drinking flaming potent tea.
That's not how it works in real life, Miss March.
Absolutely. I've learned a lot from my adventures.
I've heard you've traveled a lot, Miss March. I'm excited to see how you incorporate your experiences into your swordplay moves.
Your opponent this time is similar to the IPC mechs. Unsheath your swords and give it everything you've got.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready! Another step closer to star-crazing Glass Greatsword! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch this!
For your weapon!
Oh, I get it!
Criminal!
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch this!
For your weapon!
Phew, that was tough.
Those moves were pretty unconventional, but the way you've blended them into your swordplay was impressive. It's like you've developed your own unique style, Miss March. So, I thought you were just wasting your time traveling around with Yun Li's encouragement. But it seems like it's paid off.
Well, well. Looks like someone's finally seeing sense.
Thank you both for your guidance. So, did I pass the test?
Without a doubt. You aced it.
Awesome! Hey, Mr. Teaching Assistant. Isn't it about time you showered me with praise? I won't be modest this time. My skills have improved by leaps and bounds.
General Jing Yuan once told me that everyone has the potential to be my master. Not just Cloud Knight instructors, but also artists and outsiders. Actually, I was once convinced by Gui Naifin into swallowing a sword. That's definitely not something you learn from regular practice.
So, what do you think your odds are, March?
Maybe around 30 or 40%? Well, I've gained a deeper understanding of swordplay, and I'm more aware of my own strengths now. By the way, in those Emerja stories, the sword masters always hide their true strength before a decisive battle. Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
From the test, I can tell that you still need some time to master your swordplay. But you did pretty well. Milk tea is on me today.
Oh, yeah!
The progress report on the Nameless Girl's sword training is complete. What should I do now, Specialist Scott?
Huh? Are you being sarcastic or something?
I mean, don't I have other important tasks to do? It feels like a bit of a waste of time to keep tabs on some random girl's swordplay training.
A waste of time? No! This is about safeguarding the reputation of the IPC in the honor of the Ember Lord. Are you saying that March 7th can actually take down an Arumaton from the Artisanship Commission with a sword? Come on, an Arumaton is no match for our state-of-the-art mechs. Go and strengthen our mechs even further. I refuse to believe that little sliver of metal can actually challenge our cutting-edge technology.
But the armor's already pretty thick.
No, it's not enough. Reinforce it more. If I lose face, it's like losing face for the IPC and the Ember Lord. Can we afford to let that happen?
Understood.
Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all. Let's do this! What do you recommend? Wonder what I'll run into today. Another step closer to star-crazing Glass Greatsword. I'll fight 10! How should I go about this? Okay. Wonder what I'll run into today. Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out.
Before we start the test, there's something I need to tell you, Miss March. I've received a challenge letter from Scott. He's made thorough preparations, contacting the Realm Keeping Commission, and getting approval for a martial arts exchange event. He even chose Arumali as the venue. Seems like he has some connections there. However, according to the rules, the person receiving the challenge letter has the right to decline the challenge.
Declining would be like admitting defeat. Of course I'll accept it.
But before that, you need to pass the final test.
I'm surprised too.
Well, it's not really graduation. It's just that the opponent for this exam is your master, Yanqing.
When General Jing Yuan was teaching me swordplay, he used to personally spar with me during crucial moments to assess my skills.
After all, the master should be the one who is most aware of their students' strengths and weaknesses.
But Master Yanqing, you in a duel, do I really stand?
Are you only scared because I'm your opponent, Miss March?
Unsheath your swords and get ready, Miss March. The duel starts now.
The final test. I'm a little nervous. Oh, come on, March 7th. You got this. Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, Wasp,
Come get me!
Awesome! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, Wasp,
You're all in on it!
Not very sportsmanlike. Now what? Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, Wasp,
I failed. Not bad. You've made it this far, Miss March. You've passed the exam.
Oh! I get your point, but this isn't the time for deflections. Quickly, say something nice about me. Actually, I didn't defeat Master Yanqing.
With your swordplay skills, you can effortlessly take down IPC Max, March.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident too.
But looking back, haven't you learned something more important than just swordplay?
Yeah! I've not only learned swordplay from masters, but I've also met a bunch of people and gained a lot of insights from my experiences.
Those experiences will nourish your sword skills. It's just like Master Yunli said. Everything can be a sword. And there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in the vast world.
That actually makes sense. Now, I'd love to hear your suggestions on how to defeat Scott. I'll show Scott the power of the Xianzhou swordplay that he despises.
I remember Yanqing once said, there are many ways to defeat villains. But if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. Do you feel any closer to becoming the great hero you've always dreamed of?
Oh, yes, absolutely. The great hero within me is definitely up to the task.
Well, well, if it isn't our hero, March 7th.
I'm not hiding or backing down. You challenged me, and I'm here to accept it. But I'm curious, why pick Arum Alley of all places? It's packed with tourists around, and it'd be bad if someone got hurt.
Why Alrum Alley? Well, your buddy knows the answer to that. I can't deny it. That fateful day left a mark on me. That's why I chose this place. I want to show all those people who laughed at me that I can stand on my own 2 feet again. They'll be like, what? That Scott is back again? What's he got up to this time? They'll see that I, Scott, who was once shamed in front of everyone, is back in Alrum Alley to restore his honor. They'll see that it won't be me squealing like a pig today, but you! Right person? No, I want to enact revenge on the entirety of Alrum Alley.
But then, wait, where does bullying the owner of the Sleepless Earl fit in with all of this?
Ah! Shut up! Look, I have my principles. I refuse to spend my life haunted by what happened in Alrum Alley. Do you think I'm just some sort of IPC small fry? I've been patient for so long, just waiting for the right moment. I don't care about proving my greatness. It's about showing everyone in Alrum Alley that I will reclaim what was taken from me!
No, you won't.
I've been keeping an eye on you. Seriously, do you really believe that you, a rookie who's only been learning swordplay for 15 days, can defeat my invincible mechs? Dream on! Enough with the talk. Let's get down to business, boys.
Huh. Once you bite the dust, you'll know what I'm capable of. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch Awesome! Now watch this! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch this! Oh, I get it!
Ah! You pathetic losers! How did you all lose to that rookie?
Hey, stop blaming others! Didn't you lose to me too?
So, does that mean I have to? No way! This can't be happening! How could a tiny piece of scrap metal defeat the IPC's mechs? You guys must have cheated! This doesn't count! I demand a rematch!
Scrap metal, huh? The key to victory is never the weapon. It's the person wielding it! Yeah, let's not forget our bet!
Enough! Fine. I've no this before anyway. I apologize. I want to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl. It's my fault for causing trouble and making a scene on purpose.
Yeah, don't forget the squealing!
Make him squeal! Make him squeal!
Hold on a sec. I want to get this on video.
It's happening all over again. All right! But before I squeal like a pig, there's something else I want to say. IPC mechs are a total joke. Oink! Oink, oink! Oink! Oink, oink!
I kinda want a milk tea. Let's go get one after training. Finally! Some recognition for training my butt off! Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all. I learned so much today. should I go about this?
I don't think so.
That's enough training for today. I need... Wonder what I'll run into today! Let's do this! What do you recommend? Give me a minute. I learned so much today! Well done, me!
Today, you'll face your first test. It's all about the basics.
Oh, according to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready. Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch it! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch it! Oh, I get it! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch it! Looks like I passed the test. Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out. Wonder what I'll run into today. Another new move under my belt. How should I go about this? Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword. I'll fight 10! What do you recommend? Ay, ay, ay.
time for your second.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready. But did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all. Not very sportsmanlike. Yeah! Ugh. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch this! Awesome! Now watch this! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch this! Let's do this! Wonder what I'll run into today! Another step closer to star-crazing Glass Greatsword. What do you recommend? That's enough training for today. I need time. Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all. I'll fight 10! That's enough training for today. I need time to... Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out. Let's do this! How should I go about this? I learned so much today. Well done.
Before we start...
The final test. I'm a little nervous. Oh, come on, March 7th. You got this. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less card, Wasp,
Sword, heed me!
Oh, I get it! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less card, Wasp,
Punish evil! I'm just warming up.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less card, Wasp, Now watch this! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less card, Wasp,
I failed.
Not bad.
Now, I'd love to hear your suggestions on how to defeat Let's do an idea! I remember Yanqing once said, there are many ways to defeat villains. Do you feel any closer to yes, absolutely! I'm going up against Scott soon. Do you know why I'm visiting you, Qingchua?
Yeah, with you, me, and him here, the answer is pretty obvious. But I know nothing about swordplay or duels. Now, if you're talking about playing Celestial Jade, that's something I might be able to help with.
Wait a minute. I've been playing with you a lot lately, right? I've actually picked up a few insights. For example, I've been thinking lately that just defeating Scott with my swords might not be enough. Well, here's the thing. Even if Scott apologizes, do you think he'd actually feel sorry for what he did?
Nah, it's more he's just honoring a bet. Whether it's apologizing or squealing like a pig, I doubt he'd do it willingly.
Exactly! He just wants to show off, which is why he picked Arum Alley as the venue.
You're right. Even though I'm not a fan, I'll help you figure something out.
Why don't you fill her in on what happened at Arum Alley earlier?
If being a workaholic were a disease, Scott would be in the ICU. It's okay to enjoy your work, but causing trouble in society is another story. Scott really needs to apologize to regular people like me. Come on, March. Let's go find it.
Uh-huh?
Well, well, if it isn't our hero, March 7th. And who do we have here with you?
Before you start the fight, I have a few words for you.
Huh? Who do you think you are? Is it like a Xianzhou thing to just show up uninvited?
It's okay if you don't know who I am. Introduce me to him. Don't freak him out. I work as the head of the Divination Commission most of the time.
What's so special about being a diviner from the Divination Commission? I'm a specialist at the Interastral Peace Corporation. Tell me, what makes you think you're so great? Do you have more minions than me? Or do you earn more credits?
You may not be young, but your mindset is still that of a fresh-faced newbie who spends all their time on work while proudly proclaiming to love their job.
You! Shut up, you!
In my opinion, you enjoy playing the role of a joker, spouting off outrageous opinions just to seem objective and indifferent whenever you feel like it.
Enough! Shut up! What do you know about me? Don't act like you know everything!
Wow, you really got under Scott's skin with just a few words.
Well, you almost got me. I'm here to have a duel, not to debate with you.
Guess not. Eagle sounds about right. That's the spirit. Strike while the iron is hot.
let me ask you something. Do you consider the IPC to be your family?
Of course I do! I have so many amazing colleagues there. Have you seen our structure? The Talent Motivation Department makes everything feel even better than family.
Think about it. You consider the IPC your family, but does the IPC consider you a family member? You love the IPC, but does the IPC love you back?
Does the IPC love me? The IPC is not a person. It doesn't have to love me at all.
Then the IPC isn't your family. Stop lying to yourself.
I heard even the lowest ranking Pierpoint folks feel proud of the IPC's success and wealth. But when you really think about it, how much does the IPC's success and wealth have to do with you?
Of course it has something to do with me.
Then tell me, which of the IPC's achievements can you personally take credit for?
I was involved in the Alroom Alley investment project. And right now, I'm in charge of these transport ships. They may not seem like big things, but they can't be done without me.
You talk about how proud the IPC makes you feel, but have you ever thought that once you leave, you'll be nothing?
I'd be Scott, former employee of the Interastral Peace Corporation.
Listen to yourself. That's how you want to be known? Is your name just an appendix to the IPC?
Do you find it hard to fall asleep without scrolling through your phone? Do you hit the snooze button every morning? Do you feel useless at work hearing your bosses complaining about your incompetence?
Enough! Stop it!
When you actually think about your life outside of work, only one word pops into your head, doesn't it?
Overtime!
Please, just stop it! Please!
You know, based on my work philosophy, I don't want to say you're not important. In fact, I'd say you are important. As an employee, you should take pride in living a good life for yourself, not just work.
But I don't have a life of my own. If you have something to say, just say it. Why are you staring at me like that?
Scott, have you ever thought about slowing down and exploring things like tea and tea culture? It could be a new hobby and a whole new way of life for you.
But I'm not interested in tea.
It's important to learn to enjoy the simple pleasures in life. You might discover a new interest if you just give it a try.
You consider yourself superior to others. You have no time for your own life. You lack empathy. You're always worried about being looked down upon, and your self-esteem stems from the status the IPC gives you. Do you really want to live like this forever?
That's so mean! Just an ordinary person struggling, trying to survive. Don't you feel a twinge of guilt saying nasty stuff like that?
Of course I do. Because I'm just an ordinary person too. Now, Scott, welcome back to the world of ordinary people. Mungming, the owner of the Sleepless Earl, went to great efforts to set up her shop. All so that workers like us can catch a break and find some joy in our lives. What makes you so different from her? How would you feel if you worked so hard to create something, only to have your boss wreck it and overwhelm you with unreasonable demands.
We were intending to defeat you in a duel and make you apologize to her. But now we see that won't work.
I see. I'll make a genuine, heartfelt apology to her. Enough. I understand. We don't need to carry on with this sword fight. I'm going to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl, and to everyone fully living their lives.
Drop it! Scott is in the midst of introspection.
Thank you, Miss March. You really are a hero. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to be happy. I'll have some tea, read the paper, explore the universe. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to apologize to the owner. Thanks. You've given me a lot to think about. As for this lousy job in the... Well, it's time for some serious contemplation.
I'm so tired. Haven't felt this exhausted in ages. You guys better treat me to something nice, March.
Of course! Thank you, Master Chingchua. They said I was a 1 in a million, super talented martial arts genius!
Not bad.
Now, I'd love to hear your... Let's do it! I already have an idea!
I remember Yanqing once said, there are do you feel any closer to become...
Oh, yes, absolute!
You two, we heard that Scott sent you a challenge, so we were wondering if there's anything we can do to help you defeat him.
Thanks, Wawa. You've already been a huge help by teaching me how to use the exercising tools. Even though I've only been learning swordplay for a short time, I'm confident I can take down the IPC next.
Don't mention it. It's actually me who should be thanking you, March.
But seriously, didn't he kick Scott's butt already? So why is he back again? Don't humans ever learn from their mistakes?
No, Mr. Tail. There's a saying, revenge is a dish best served cold. But Scott hardly has any patience. He couldn't resist the temptation to get back at us. Still, if that's how I beat him, it'd be a little less satisfying. I can't quite put my finger on it. But it just wouldn't be satisfying enough.
I get it. Some people never learn, no matter how many times you knock them down. They'll never admit defeat or learn anything.
So, how do we get him to admit defeat?
Listen, kid, I'm not trying to rag on you, but you're always playing into Scott's hands with your approach. He set up these rules for a fight between his mechs and your sword, and you agreed. Then he laid out what to do if you win or lose, and you agreed again. It's basically just another one of Scott's organized sports events, and it's not even fun if you win. Hey, cut it out, kid. Just leave the cool catchphrases to me. I'm a heliobus, and I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. Just remove my seal. Just possessing him won't be enough. I'm gonna get inside his head. Just wait and see. I'll make Scott change his mind and admit defeat wholeheartedly. What do you say?
Oh, you're awesome, Mr. Tail!
Well, well, if it isn't our hero, March 7th.
I'm not hiding or backing down. You challenged me, and I'm here to accept it.
We're here to fight! What's wrong with you people? Sending me a threatening letter? Who are you trying to scare?
A threatening letter? What are you even talking about?
Oh, stop playing dumb! Didn't you slip this into my pocket?
Mr. Scott, a great sinner of arrogance and insolence. You have inflicted your twisted lust for power upon that innocent shop owner and insulted the extraordinary art of Xianzhou swordplay. We have decided to make you confess all your crimes in person. The time for change is now. Your twisted desires will be stripped away by us.
The writing is terrible. I wouldn't have understood it if you hadn't just read it to me.
What the heck did you just say?
Hey, who said that?
No one said anything. You must have imagined it.
Well, enough for chit-chat. March 7th, I'm going to make you bark. I didn't even see her draw her sword. Time seemed to freeze, and all I saw was a flash of green fire. In an instant, I remembered staring out at the sea as a child, glimpsing a faint green light through the thick fog, which turned out to be the home of that girl, Rakshmi. Seriously, who lights a green lantern in their house? Those guys must be nuts. Why am I suddenly remembering these things? Is my life flashing before my eyes? Am I dead?
Looks like this is Scott's mind. I'd better find where his most twisted desires are lurking.
Scott, get your butt over here.
Oh, this guy looks just like his old man. Humans spend decades trying to heal their childhood traumas, and Scott might be no different.
What's with all the yelling on the weekend, Dad? We're sleeping.
Sleeping? How many times do I have to tell you? Do credits sleep? Does the free market sleep? Does the invisible hand sleep? Forget it, we'll discuss this later. Pafana's parents came by earlier. They heard about Pafana breaking his leg while playing Skydart, and they found out that you carried him to the hospital. So they decided to visit the father of their son's best friend.
So, Scott was kind-hearted as a kid.
You idiot! Aren't you and Pafana competing for the captain position on the Skydart team? Why are you befriending your own rival? And you even carried him to the hospital? You're such a caring guy, aren't you? Lyndon Scott. How many times have I told you that our Scott family crest is the Lone Wolf, and our family motto is no enemies, no friends, only prey. Would you carry your prey to the hospital?
Well, little Scott was pretty unfortunate to be born into such a family.
But, Dad, I broke his leg on purpose. If I hadn't taken him to the hospital, others would have suspected me.
Wait, what?
So that's how it is. Oh, gee. I'm so sorry, Scott. I shouldn't have scolded you. I apologize.
It's okay, Dad, because you're the best.
I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It seems his most twisted desires aren't here.
Scott Sr., you're suspected of accepting a huge bribe. Now come with us.
Ah, the old guy got caught!
I knew this day would eventually come. Wow. I only have one question, Captain. Who sold me out?
An internal tip-off. We're not allowed to disclose any details.
An internal tip-off? Most of those involved have neither the motive nor the evidence. Who could it be?
It was me, Dad. I turned you in.
You? Scott? You're the one who turned me in?
Oh, man! This guy is heartless! The old guy looks like he's about to cry!
I'm so proud of you.
Proud?
Dad.
Use me as a stepping stone to reach greater heights. Lyndon Scott, you are the pride of the Scott family. A true lone wolf. And your dad is so proud of you.
I'll do as you've taught me, Father.
Jeez, this guy is simply hopeless. His most twisted desires aren't here at all.
Hey, Scott. My best buddy. I'm getting transferred to the Tartarian. Let's grab a drink after work.
This guy actually has friends? Maybe I can find something here that'll make him change his ways.
The Tartarian? That's the frontier fortification vessel, isn't it? You haven't slipped up at work lately, have you?
Ha ha ha! So it was you who meddled and got me transferred, right? No one else on our team has the skill to pull something like this off.
Come on! Why am I not surprised at all?
It couldn't be helped. Your position was so desirable, I had to make a move.
It's not just about the position, is it? There's also Rakshmi. No one will ever compete with you for her again.
Rakshmi? Glimpsing a faint green light through the thick fog. Could it be that Rakshmi is the love of Scott's life?
Please, promise me that you'll treat her well.
Of course, Ashavat. Go to the Tartarian without worries. I'll take care of her while you're away.
Seems like his most twisted desires are not here either.
How long have we known each other, Scott?
Around 7 or 8 years. Why?
We've been working together for so long, and I just realized our hometowns are so close to each other. Talk about a coincidence.
Yeah, we never get a chance to talk about this stuff at the office.
Oh, I didn't realize Scott was actually a scumbag with a pure heart.
All these years, there's something I've been keeping to myself. Too afraid to tell you.
You like me, don't you?
But why are you being so blunt?
Oh, well done, Scott. I like your straightforward style.
Yeah. I want to be your girlfriend, Scott.
Gotcha, Scott. Ooh, I found your weakness.
Gotcha! Gotcha off guard!
Wait, what?
I recorded everything! You know office romances are strictly forbidden in our department. Once I make this recording public, you'll never be able to compete with me for the specialist position.
What the?
Well... Alright. That's exactly what I love about you, Scott.
What the heck?
I'll step aside for you. But when the day comes that I surpass you in the same manner, I hope you'll acknowledge my intentions.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm a lone wolf, remember?
Oh, he's such a jerk! Is that a wolf? Wait. No, that must be Scott himself. The crown behind him must be his most twisted desire. Oh, finally, I've found the depths of your hopeless soul. I'll strip away your twisted desires.
Who are you? This is my place. How did you get in here?
I can come and go as I please. Do I need your permission? Let me tell you something. In your quest to reach the top, you've trampled over everything that's decent.
It's all about success. I'm the pride of the Scott family, a certified lone wolf. I'll do whatever it takes to reach the pinnacle of life.
But are you truly happy? You've sacrificed your family, your friends, and your love. All for those meaningless credits. Ask yourself, are you truly happy?
Am I happy? Am I truly happy? Oh, I'm so happy! I'm ecstatic! You couldn't even begin to imagine how happy I am! Sacrificing my emotions? Ha! What a joke! What good do my emotions do me? Can they turn into a delicious meal or a glass of wine? Can they pilot a starship? Or buy me a mansion? So, answer me this. Do you think anyone would pay credits for my emotions? No way! But I can trade my credits for emotions. With enough credits, I can make anyone my friend.
This man is truly hopeless. Maybe I need to try a different approach this time.
But I'm not about to spend my hard-earned credits on something as pointless as emotions. I'm a lone wolf. A lone wolf from the Scott family. With no enemies or friends. Only prey!
Bring it on, Scott the Lone Wolf. I'll show you what I'm made of.
Ill tidings manifest.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward! I'm okay.
Let's settle this.
Destiny. For oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I'm on guard.
Ill fate descends.
I'm okay.
Nothing major.
Ill tidings manifest. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. That's half the work. On the still waters of oblivion.
Eternals, the dead return!
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Destiny isn't chosen. Ill fate descends.
Specialist Scott! Specialist Scott! What's the matter?
Oh.
Specialist Scott, March 7th swung her sword, and something green entered your body. Then you froze and started muttering something. Are you okay?
Hey! March 7th! What did you do to Specialist Scott?
Me? I didn't do anything. Seriously. Mr. Tail, what did you do to Scott?
Come on, what are you thinking? I just stripped away his most twisted desire. Watch what's about to happen.
Oh, Scott seems weird. Did you really make him change his ways, Mr. Tail?
Well, this is my first time doing something like this, so I'm not sure how things will turn out.
You've managed to make a guy like him turn over a new leaf. You're amazing, Mr. Tail.
I'm even more amazing than you think. Look, it's kicking in now. Oh!
Specialist Scott, what's wrong with you? Specialist Scott, snap out of it!
What have you done to him, Mr. Tail?
I removed his twisted desires, and now he's genuinely trying to become a lone wolf. Of course I am. I've stolen his twisted heart.
Ah, don't bite me, Specialist Scott! Run for your life! Specialist Scott has gone insane!
Aw, I thought Mr. Tail would possess me and teach me some super cool heliobus swordplay.
Nah, I told you I'm not really one for violence.
Compliments make me better, so remember to say lots of nice things. Finally! Some recognition for training my butt off!